Right, so in today's video we're going to be fertilising the back lawn with some of the A1 Lawn Spring Summer Fertiliser. Now you can see that even if you look up close now, we still have a little bit of yellowing on some of the grass. Now what I do think this is a nitrogen deficiency in the soil, and the reason being is because I've been putting down the evergreen fast green stuff, and it's just packed full of nitrogen, and what it does is every time I apply it, it takes all of the yellowing away from the lawn. But what I have noticed is the growing has slowed over the past few weeks. So by putting some fertiliser down on it today, hopefully it's going to boost that growth for the next couple of months ahead as we're well into the summer. So this is the fertiliser we're going to be using today. It's the A1 Lawn Ultimate Spring Summer Lawn Fertiliser, and you can see all the different things that it contains there. So all this is going to do is going to help with the green of the grass. It's going to hopefully take some of that yellowing away, because it's got, as it says there, there's 10% nitrogen in the bag, and it's just going to help it have that little bit of a boost over the next couple of months. So it says here the recommended application rate is 35 grams per square metre. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out how much I need for my lawn. Now I know my lawn's approximately 30 square metres, so if I work out how much I'm going to need for there, I can measure it all out, get it in the drop spreader, and I can apply it at the perfect rate. So for 35 grams per square metre, it's going to work out at approximately about a kilogram of the fertiliser for this lawn at the back. Now it's about 1.05 kilograms, so if I got a little bit over a kilogram here, it shouldn't be too bad. Now if you have a look there, it's not really a lot of fertiliser that we've put in, so what I am going to do is I'm going to top it up a little bit, just some more, because you can see we've got this sort of agitating bar that goes all the way through, and what that does is it spins and sort of gets the fertiliser moving as the drop spreader's dropping the fertiliser down. I'm going to put a little bit more in, but I'm going to make sure that I don't put the entire lot on, so I'm probably going to put in double of what that is there, but I'm hoping to have about this much left when I finish. So just to show you the kinds of results you can sort of expect from putting this fertiliser down, you can see I applied the fertiliser to this grass around about 2 weeks ago, and you can see how thick and lush it's looking now. I am cutting this one on a little bit of a higher setting, but you can see the grass is really long at the moment, and this was only cut 2 days ago. So it's looking like every 2 to 3 days I'm going to have to come out and cut this lawn. So what I'll do is I'm going to give it a quick cut now. You'll see how nice this stripes up now that the grass is nice and thick and lush from that fertiliser. So you can see now how crispy and defined these stripes are going all the way along the lawn. Now, we do have some yellowing in a couple of patches here, but for the most part, the grass is just looking really thick. And like I said before, it's due to the fertiliser that's being put on, and it just helps it to pop and have that really strong dark green defined colour. And I've not done anything fancy to this other than put the fertiliser down. And in terms of what I've put on this lawn this year so far, all I've put down is the evergreen, fast green stuff, which is full of nitrogen. I put the seaweed fertiliser down. I've only applied those 3 times this year, but as well, it's had that one application of the pre-seed fertiliser when I overseeded it in early spring, and now it's had the spring summer fertilizer too, and it's looking really healthy. Now that we're in summer, when you're driving past lawns, you see lots of yellowing on people's front gardens and whatnot, and you can see that there's not much yellowing other than these patches here, which I'm not sure if the neighbours' dogs have weed or anything, but it's, you know, I've got some yellowing there, but for the most part, for the rest of it, it's looking really nice, really thick and superb. So now that we've got the fertiliser down, the last thing we've got to do is we've got to water the lawn. So we don't have a lot of rain expected in the next few days, but it does give it to be quite cloudy. So if we give this a good watering now, and then again in a couple of days time, hopefully that'll water all of the fertiliser in and it can start doing its thing then. And what I'll do is in a few weeks time, I'll give you a bit of an update as to how this lawn's getting on, because it does look quite nice and it's really green at the moment and it's grown really well. But hopefully, like I said before, that fertiliser will just give it that extra bit of a boost and it'll go just as green as what the front lawn is looking. So, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a like, and if you'd like to see any of my other content, then head over to my channel, and if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. And finally, thanks for watching.